Hello. The video you are about to see contains images of dolls only. Hello everybody, happy Tuesday. I'm afraid you're stuck with me alone again today because poor Mr. B has his nose firmly to the grindstone, so please do excuse any computer and keyboard noises you hear while I'm doing this. We have one room that we have to live and work in, so there's no real chance of me moving anywhere else unless I want to work in the bedroom where I've got nowhere to put anything. Okay, so it's Tinies Tuesday today, I thought. We don't see enough of the Tinies. It's basically because I do have quite a few clothes, but they're all quite limited. But it's time the Tinies were changed, so we're going to do a couple of them today, as they're both so little and changing doesn't take more than a few seconds. So we're going to start with Tessie Bear. Hello, Tessie Bear. What you doing? She says, Mummy, I'm sleeping. Isn't it perfectly obvious? This is Jody from the Cradle, and it's such a lovely sculpt. I just love the way that her hands and her arms curl so she can actually hold this lovey. She's the one baby I've got who just never drops her lovey, and her hands can fold right over it if you make them. And she's just so beautiful. And she has, I forget what colour, light brown hair?
Yeah, I'd say light brown.
Yeah, light brown rooted hair. And the most amazing thing about her is her eyes. They are raised rather than sort of flat. And it looks as if she's twitching them, as if she's dreaming about something. She's got a beautiful, serene expression with an ever so slightly sucked in bottom lip. Not as sucked in as some babies I've got, but slightly sucked in. Now, Tessie Bear, Mummy wants to change you, so can I take Lovey just for a minute? Can I take him? You can have him back. And she's got this tiny little bunny rabbit which she came with. And I'm just going to take off this dress, which is beautiful, but I do want to change her into something else, because she's been in it for like ages. You're such a beautiful girl, aren't you? I always remember, I found, can I give that to you? Because I'll be picking it up when I want to change one of the others. I found her at the Doll and Teddy Fair in Birmingham, which I went to with Nicole. I'm putting this little lemon romper on her. This is actually Toby's, but it's lemon, it's unisex, and it's got the most cute little owl on here. So I do think that it will look nice on Tessie Bear. And Tessie Bear is quite small and petite, and she's only 16 inches, so the £3 to £5 clothes are too roomy for her. So yeah, I found her at the Doll and Teddy Fair, and I was so adamant that I was not going to buy a baby. I just had Jack. Sam was on the way. Was he on the way? No, he wasn't. I didn't find out about Sam till the next day. But as it turned out, Sam was on the way. Up you come, darling. There's a good girl. Oh yeah, this is going to fit her beautifully. And Nicole was ribbing me non-stop. She said, I know you. You'll come home with the baby. And I said, I won't. There you are, my sweet. There you are, my gorgeous girl. You're such a gorgeous girl, you are. And I looked at lots of babies and held lots of babies, and I was just wanting to love on them, and see what kits were about. Let me just put the shoulders of her onesie inside. She's got this little onesie with button-up shoulder straps, and it gets in the way sometimes. And then Tessie Bear was put in my arms, and do you remember it, Rhea? You said as soon as you saw my face.
Oh, absolutely. Your face, I knew that she was coming home with you. I knew it.
So, See, she's such a dainty little duck that even that is quite, you know, there's plenty of room in it, look. But it does fit her beautifully. And it's got the sort of sleeve length I like, not too short, not too long, so we have to roll them up. The foot length is perfect. So the 1.5 to 3.5 pound size for Tessie Bear is wonderful, it's perfect. All right, you can have Lovey back now. There you are. And really, that does not take long. Now, over here, I have got, I'm going to attempt to lift her with one hand, a very heavy little chunk of tiny hood. And I've picked her up, and then I'm going to transfer Tessie Bear to the other boppy, which I hope I can do one-handed and not drop the Lovey. There she is. Oh, she looks so tiny. Oh, there she is. Let's just smooth your hair down. There we are. There she is. Snug as a bug in a rug. And here we have our beautiful little Ruby June. Can you see her okay?
With those eyes that you can just fall into.
Now, lean forward, Ruby Roo. I need to change your dress, darling girl. Oh, it's buttons, not poppers. Stupid mummy. Stupid mummy. She said, look, mummy, I had enough of this last night. Yes, we had a bit of an emergency last night, didn't we, Ruby Roo? Ruby's pre-loved, and of course, when she came home, I couldn't do anything about the way she felt. And I haven't really thought too much about it, but I was holding her last night and talking to Nicole on FaceTime. And my goodness, I suddenly thought, what is this great, huge chunk of poly pellets in a doll this size in her bottom? It's just humongous. So, it was about 9 o'clock at night, but I got out my goods and chattels and I fixed her. And so she's looking heaps better. I'm just going to turn her over so you can see. Up you come. There's a good girl. She's still got a nice plump round bottom, which I like. And she still has a lovely body shape. You can see from the back. She's kind of nice and pear-shaped, like I like a baby to be. But she's got a really nice weight to her. She's not too fat. And now this is the thing I've had to work on. See this? Sorry, darling. I will stop messing you about. She does have some bend, some give in her. And I'm really pleased with how this turned out, because the thing I've been doing with my babies that I've reassembled is I've been putting far too much stuffing in them. And they've been like little rocks. Because I'm trying to get the weight in, and then when I've got the weight in, I'm trying to make sure that they don't crunch. I've been putting way too much stuffing in, and there's just no give. So she's as cuddly as can be. Let me give her clothes to Auntie Rhea, and I'll show you what I'm going to put on her.
There we are.
First of all, I've got this cute little white nappy cover, which I think will fit her. It is a newborn size, but she's a tiny baby. She's got slender limbs, but she's no featherweight. And with the way I fixed her, she's even more not of a featherweight now. But she isn't made fat with a huge chunk of pellets inside her. Pellets? Fancy putting pellets in a doll like this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look. Turn over, baby. Look at the frills on the back. Isn't that cute?
That's very sweet.
How cute is that? Right, then I've got this really pretty dress. Slightly wrinkled, sorry about that. I have to keep all my preemie clothes folded in a bag, and it doesn't keep them in the best condition. Right, we have a pink collar and sleeves, and then a white bodice with pink flowers. And it's so pretty. Of course, it poppers all the way down the front. So I'm going to have to undo all the poppers. There we go. But I wonder sometimes about people who charge incredible prices for Bonnie Brown dolls and put inside them what I found inside this Tink. She had stuffing inside that felt as if it had come out of a pillow. She had a huge chunk of poly pellets and she had sand in her head. Well, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. It might have been sand. It might have been that superfine glass beads, but it was all coming through the nylons that you use to make weights with. And it was, the head was hardly weighted at all. So it was bobbling all over the place. So Mummy was not a happy mummy, was she, Ruby Roo? She was not a happy mummy, but I bet her former owner paid a lot of money for her. And that's what you get inside. Now, Nicole and I will be talking tomorrow. Our collab will be about reborning is an art, but making a doll feel real is as much of an art as making a doll look real. So more about that tomorrow, and more about why I think it's so important, as much important as the painting of a doll. And I don't think it's all to do with weight. Weighting is a matter of personal taste. I like my babies heavy. Some people can't handle heavy babies, or find that a too heavy baby is a dead weight. And it isn't to do with weighting. It's to do with, well, I won't go into it because I'm talking about my subject, so I shall shut up and be quiet.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. And I'm going to move Ruby Roo to this side, and then I'm going to very gently pick up Madam. She's still got, yes, look at that. She's still got her lovey. So I'm not going to be ranting, so don't worry that I'm going to be getting on a soapbox. But I want to show you a couple of my realist feeling babies as well as realist looking ones, and explain why it's so important that a baby feels real as well as looks real. You cannot stuff up there. I'm doing it again. Shut up. So Nicole will be doing that too, in a very different way. Nicole always has a great take on things because she has much more experience than I do. But in the meantime, look at these two sweet girls. Oh, look at Ruby's sucky lip. She's just so amazing. We also have an example of rooted hair versus painted hair, and I love both. But I am getting to where I really like painted hair babies. Because if the painting's done well, the hair looks amazing. And it always stays tidy. Ruby says, why haven't I got a lovey? No, you can't take... Ruby, give that back. Give that back. It's not yours. Give it back. I'll get you... I haven't been able to find anything as small as this. I have looked, but it's really hard to find loveys as tiny as Tessie's bunny rabbit. But I will find you something. I will, I promise. But anyway, come back and join me tomorrow. And in the meantime, just love on my two tinies for a minute. And we'll talk some more. I've got two gorgeous babies I want to show you. And in the meantime, take care of yourselves and enjoy your babies. And let's be good to each other. Bye-bye.